What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest, coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona on December 24th, 2016. This is Christmas Eve, so happy holidays to you all, no matter where you are or what you celebrate. I hope you have a wonderful time with friends and family. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a regular, thanks for coming back. Today's video is going to be a roster updating video. I have a few rewards, as you can see, about 110. Most of those are 3, 4, and I have one 5-star waiting to be added in. As you can tell, I got a couple of Thanos as well, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead and add a roster slot and make room for him to be number 118. We're going to go down to the bottom of the list first because there is a time limit on my 5-star, which is the last reward I'm waiting to claim. And as you can see, I have about 2.5 hours before this Wolverine goes down the chute, and I definitely don't want to waste that 5-star. So we're going to train him first, add in that black ability, and that is Living Legend. It's a 9 black AP cost. And when you use this, it creates 2 strength, 284 black strike tiles and ends the turn. If the team has 12 or more yellow AP, also replaces all of Wolverine's powers with new powers. I'm very excited to get this one. I have no idea what those new powers are, but I want to use him in combat and try to get 12 yellow AP just to see what those other abilities become, because I'm very curious, and I like that ability of having new options, new abilities, so we'll see where that goes. So now he is 101. Those are the only covers I've ever gotten for him, and I think they both came from daily rewards, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure. This was the first 5-star character that I ever got in my roster, and like a idiot, I leveled him to 270, which you have the option to do with 5 stars right off the bat. They come out at, I think, 255 or 250. 255, yep. And you can level it straight away to 270. It's the only cover that you can do that with 4 stars and below, whatever they come out at, that's their level until you get new covers for them to raise their level. And so he's the only 270 in my roster. My other 5 stars, even though I have multiple covers for them, I have not leveled up yet. I'm just not ready to get into that game level of Marvel Puzzle Quest. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and add in Thanos. This is the new 3-star Thanos. There is a 5-star counterpart, which I probably missed an opportunity to get last night in my other video, which I just posted probably less than 12 hours ago. I posted it after midnight. I was tired, I wasn't thinking clearly, and I wasted command points. I had extra 25 just laying around, and I used them in the latest Legends pack instead of the 5-star Thanos pack, and I still regret that, and I'm kicking myself this morning. But I do have 3-star Thanos, so let's go ahead and recruit him, and we'll take a look at his abilities. So we've recruited Thanos. We got a black, a purple, and a green ability, so we're going to go cruise through these real quick. So Court Death is a passive ability. Doesn't require anything to use. Still got a cough this morning. Whenever you down an enemy, deals 468 damage to all enemies and allies. So this is very similar to Carnage's red ability and Bullseye, 3-star Bullseye's black ability combined. So Contract Killer, when you kill an enemy, creates a bunch of strike tiles, and then Carnage's ability also damages allies as well as the other enemy team. So it's kind of a weird mix of that, but by courting death at level 5, it still increases damage to 1170 to allies, but it increases to enemies at 1307. So that's a good way that if you've already killed somebody and the one behind them is a little bit weak, you might be able to get 2 in a row, or take the edge off some of their health depending on how much they have, and possibly open up to another ability to be used from your team. So pretty neat way to handle that there, and very fitting for the Thanos character. Infinite Power, it's a 8 AP cost. It's his purple ability, and creates a 3-turn purple countdown tile. While this tile is on the board, Thanos does an extra 150 in match damage. And so that's not going to be effective if there's a match made that's not Thanos's. So if there are stronger characters on the team, or characters that have a higher match damage with certain tiles, they will create their match damage won't be affected by this. It's only tiles matched by Thanos. At higher levels, it's going to go to 175%, 4-turn countdown at 175, 4-turn countdown at 200%, and then 5-turn countdown at 260. So that is a huge potential to do a lot more damage. This is definitely one that I would create as a level 5, given the opportunity. Come and Get Me is a 12 green AP cost. Thanos stands against the tide of his enemies before unleashing his wrath, places a 4-turn countdown tile that moves Thanos to the front at the end of the turn. When the countdown tile goes off, deals 691 damage to the enemy team. So this, similar to Colossus's yellow ability, where he stands in front and takes the damage. So it's going to move him to the front at the end of that turn, and then also deal damage to the enemy team, when the ability is fired. So at level 2, goes to a 3-turn countdown at 730 to the enemy team, 3-turn countdown 825 damage, 3-turn countdown 1009, and this is all at current level, which is should be 40, I think. No, 70. And then at level 5, it's a 3-turn countdown with 1371 damage to the enemy team. So definitely one that I would make level 5 as well. I would turn this into level 3. I would take it at 742 damage to all enemies and 780 to allies. It increases quite a bit at level 4, and then even further at level 5. I might play with these once he's championed and see what I like, but for all intents and purposes right now, I would definitely go with a 3-5-5 build for Thanos. Let me know in the comments below what you would do with yours. So now let's go ahead into the roster. We'll start with the 3 stars. So some of these are recruited, some big enchilada, some are champion rewards, like that Thor there. And so we're going to go ahead and start at the bottom and just run through all of these. I'm going to click this just for, okay, there's 55. I'm not really going to sell them, so luckily I'm awake enough, I've had some coffee, not to do that. As you can see, I have some expiration quickly here within the next 24 hours or less. So definitely time to use these and make the most of the rewards. So here goes a couple levels for Iron Man, get an extra 3 command points. And if we do get enough command points, I will pull a Thanos 5-star pack. Fingers crossed that we get those. Sometimes it happens when I do these videos. There's 2 for Spider-Man, who is also today's Deadpool Daily Quest Big Enchilada champion, I believe. Dr. Octopus, he gets a couple levels, 3 levels there, up to 187. Falcon gets some hero points. Thank you, Falcon. Scarlet Witch, character that I use every day in Deadpool's Daily Quest for that required character, combined with 3-star Deadpool, Whales, Whales, Whales. It's a great, easy way to accomplish that mission. A little bit of a cheese, but work smarter, not harder. That's my motto. Mystique gains a few levels extra, 179, so she's just a few levels off 183, and her 4-star is Iceman. So 183 is not going to help me. I have 5 blue covers for him already. So what I really need is a lot more Mystiques so I can get up to level 223, and then of course 265 is the last cover, is going to be his green cover. Excuse me. And then, of course, a legendary recruit token at 266. So, definitely looking for more Mystiques. I'm really upset I didn't champion her sooner, even though I had an opportunity. That was my bad. So if you have Mystique, she's great. Iceman is awesome as a 4-star. Highly recommend championing her if you haven't done so already. Loki's going to give us some hero points. Black Panther, I think there's 2 covers there. Psylocke, up to 184. Vision, a couple covers here. Getting that Cyclops red cover for hitting 183. Oh, lots of Vision covers. Holy cow, I didn't realize there was that many. Up to 187, so several levels jumped there. And then that'll add in Cyclops to our 4-star list once we get to it. Storm has a couple covers. Up to 189. A glass cannon, but very effective when combined with the right team members. Captain Marvel takes 2 extra covers to 188. Iron Fist, one of my favorite 3-stars. Extra heroic recruit token. He's at 211. Kamala Khan, I know she's got a couple covers. We just got one last night as well. There's a heroic recruit token at 195. And Punisher takes 1 cover for 184. Human Torch, just barely passed that 4-star mark not too long ago. He's at 186 now. Colossus with that yellow cover we were just talking about. He's now 188. Ragnarok has a couple covers. We're going to take him up as well to 183. Get that 4-star X23. Unfortunately, that green cover is one that I have 5 of, so that will be less useful to me. It's probably going to end up as ISO fodder. Thor breaks the 200 mark there, adding 3 covers to get some command points at 203. So we're up to 8 command points so far. Deadpool, one of my other favorite 3-stars. Talked about him briefly earlier as well. He's up to 193. Indestructible Hulk, 1 extra cover at 218. Quicksilver, ooh, do we have enough? Nope. Just shy. 2 more Quicksilvers before 183, and his 4-star reward is going to be Iron Man, War Machine. So I'm definitely looking forward to some more Quicksilvers. War Machine is lacking in covers for me. I only have like 2 or 3 covers, so definitely looking for more of those. Luke Cage, great support character, heavy offense as well, depending on how you play him and who you team up with. Getting 3 command points from Magneto, 3-star, hitting 191. And Dakin up to 194 with some ISO. Doctor Strange, love 3-star Doctor Strange. If you don't have him, try to get him. His abilities are amazing, all of them. Just get him. Squirrel Girl and Sentry, the last 3-star on the list, up to 176. One of probably the least played characters on my roster, if I'm being honest. Sentry, I'm just never been a big fan. He's a good tank. I use him when he's powered up in events, but his abilities are pretty much all garbage. They're probably fitting for his character, but I don't like him. Alright, so here we are with 4 stars, and there's a total of 24 here, but we're not going to get to use all of them. We will start at the bottom since there's a time limit on these. And as you can see, I did get quite a few Medusas and some Moon Knights. I'm very excited about Moon Knight. I got 2 of those black covers I've been looking for. So we'll go ahead with Medusa first, get started here. So this is the first red cover for her. This is a passive ability, and every turn if one does not exist, creates a 2-turn countdown tile, dealing 97 damage at the end of each turn. If this tile gets destroyed, creates 2 strength 47 attack tiles. So this is going to be a very good ability. This is similar to Iron Fist's exquisite technique. The countdown tile deals damage at the end of each turn, and then also if it's destroyed, creates 2 strength 47 attack tiles, which is basically just awesome, continuous damage. So at this level, it's not a ton yet, but we're going to level it up, and it's going to go from there. So now at level 2 goes up to 140 and 2 strength 64 attack tiles. At level 3 is 170 damage at the end of each turn, and if it's destroyed, 2 strength 86 attack tiles. So this can build up very quickly some damage. So I'm excited to use Medusa. I'm excited to see what these abilities look like in action. Resolute Queen is a passive ability as well, so no AP required for this. No matter the situation, Queen Medusa protects and leads her people with unwavering loyalty and determination. Whenever an attack, protect, or strike tile is matched, if it was friendly, give a burst of 221 health to the team. If it was an enemy tile, gain 1 AP in blue, purple, and green. So, no matter what happens, if you're matching friendly or enemy tiles, it's a great way to gain AP and boost health. I love that it's a team heal as well, and it doesn't matter if it's friendly or enemy. It doesn't. It just matters on what effect it has. So, with her being level 2, it increases a little bit to a burst of 291 health, and then it's still a 1 AP gain in purple, blue, or green. At level 3, the health level increases as well as 2 AP in each color, 476 health, and then 770 health, and 3 at level 5. So that's really awesome potential, especially for wave battles when you're just taking swarms and swarms of enemies to keep your team in the fight. So we're going to increase purple as well. This one is hair metal. It's a 10 purple AP cost. So this is the only one that she has that requires expenditure of AP. So 10 purple AP for this. Causes chaos and confusion. Swap 16 pairs of random tiles, stealing any swapped enemy strike or protect tiles. So at level 1 it only swapped strike tiles. Now it's adding protect and strike or protect. At level 3 is going to also improve them by 154, and at level 4 also steals attack tiles. At level 5 it's going to increase any stolen tile by 257, which can be significant, especially if you're fighting the Maja muscle, who put out those attack tiles that have a ton of damage anyways with their threaten ability, or the Tietsu ninjas that when they die create a bunch of attack tiles as well. Those can be stolen and improved on with Medusa. So she definitely has a bunch of potential. And before I forget, actually, let's go level her up. She's back here at the back of the pack. Alright, level 86, and because I have the ISO to do it, I'm going to take her up to 188. That's her max. It's going to cost me about 93,000 ISO to do it, but I don't care because I want to use her and she sounds awesome. Back to the rewards. So, 4 stars. Come on, scroll. There you go. Moon Knight. So I actually have a couple of these, and I'm going to keep green at 5 because his green ability does a crap ton of damage, but it's to a random enemy, so there's that. 10,273 to a random enemy, and that's enough to pretty much one-shot just about anybody except for higher level fights. And if you get it down to a 1v1, or you can make it between a couple 2 instead of 3, it's a 50-50 chance. So it's a great ability to use for a ton of damage and take people out. So we're going to drop Lunacy. This has random abilities depending on which of the 3 options you get at the beginning of a turn, or at the beginning of a match. And basically it's just adding bonus stuff to it. So I'd rather have the extra damage with the green, and the black ability has a ton of extra benefits. So we'll look at that. Black ability, Fist of Khonshu, it is a 9 AP cost. Moon Knight's Thirst for Vengeance, pushing Spectre to his breaking point but keeping him in the fight at level 4 at this current level, is going to deal 3510 damage to the enemy and creates 1 strength 72 black enemy attack tile. If the damage downs an enemy, restores 1582 health to Moon Knight instead. So this one is a patience ability, where if you can use it when you need to, deal just a bunch of damage. 3510, especially with some added attack tiles or strike tiles, might make a difference in how much damage the output is. If it downs the enemy, it's going to boost health, and if the enemy is that close to being dead, then the odds are Moon Knight has taken some damage as well. So again, this is one of those abilities that you can use in those wave formats in order to stay in the fight. Use it as a finishing move on the last wave, get some health, and then because you used an ability, you still get another match or ability usage on the next turn. So huge opportunity there, and I definitely want to put this at level 5 because it jumps from 3510 to 5,408 damage. That's at his current level, and increases health by 1582, so that part didn't change, but extra damage for 9 AP, that is outstanding. Plus he gets a health boost if it downs the guy. Love Moon Knight. Something about the black, purple, and green characters, Bullseye, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, they're all just so good. It's probably one of my favorite color combinations on a character. The characters that have them all do very well. So I'm definitely going to take this and drop from Lunacy. Alright, so that is level 5. So now he has a 5-3-5 build, and Lunacy is going to, if you match black, create an attack tile, match purple, deal an extra 378 damage, or when you match green, create strike tiles. So either of those is great. They're just added bonuses, but the true power comes from his black and green abilities, in my opinion. Take it for what it's worth, but that's how I would play him. That's how I am playing him. So back to the rewards. Venom. I know we need this to increase, so we have Symbiotic Assault up to level 3 now. It's a 10 red AP cost. Now deals 15, 16 in damage. If you have at least 14 AP in any colored AP pool, deals 24, 29 instead. So this is a great ability. By stocking up any colored AP, you can use this 3 times in a fight. So if you have 30, which is the cap, you can use this up to 3 times. And dealing extra damage based on saving a color in a pool. It might be somebody's passive color, like if you pair him with Iron Fist, his black is a passive ability, and the extra black in reserve also benefits his other abilities by increasing damage or changing what they do. I'm sure if you used Iron Fist, you know what I'm talking about. So he would be a great one to keep black in reserve, and then also boosting Iron Fist abilities and boosting Agent Venom's abilities. There are a few others as well that have passive abilities that this would work with. Maybe like Hawkeye, his purple is a passive and creates criticals if you make a match 5, or it's a countdown tiles if you make a critical. Yeah. So there's options. There's other ways to team him up and make the most of this ability. Obviously there are a ton of characters in the game, and a lot of them do have passive abilities. So options there. At level 5, increases to 3,332 damage or 5,337 if you have 12 AP in a colored pool. So this does decrease a little bit each level as you go up as what's required, and then also increases in damage. So can you imagine doing 3 times using this ability at 5,337 damage? That's 16,000 damage just from one ability from one character. And then if you have those 12 AP in a color that is an active ability, you can also use that ability after this is all spent and still get all the benefit of both abilities. So great ability for Agent Venom. I would definitely make his red a 5 given the opportunity. So he's currently then at a 3-2-2 build. Those are just the covers that I've gotten, working on him. Winter Soldier. Precision Shot is a purple ability, costs 8 to use. And moving up to level 3, increases damage dealt from 340 to 437, and steals 3 enemy AP instead of 2 of a chosen color. This one is great, and at level 5 is going to increase to 1021 damage and steal 4 AP. I would probably pick this one as a level 5, given the opportunity. So we'll move right along. X23, I think, let me go to her real quick because I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but she should be in the 160 range. There she is. Yep, okay, so I do need that purple. That's good news. That'll be at level 5, which is tracking prey. Whoops. Thanks, Phil. So we'll go back here. Whoop, she's... Oh, there's a green one there as well. So, purple. So tracking prey is now level 5 at level 160. Deals 9,064 damage when matched by the enemy. If friendly team matches, deals 6,044 damage and creates a black strike tile of strength 357. Costs 1 AP less for every friendly strike tile on the board, minimum of 6. So you can potentially cut this ability in half as far as AP cost goes. Using with other characters that generate friendly strike tiles is awesome, like Nova, who complements her very well. Being black, red, and yellow, she's green, red, and purple. So the only color missing from that is a blue. You can add somebody like Black Panther, who also creates strike tiles. Then you're just set. Or Dakin, Blade, anybody like that. Dakin does have blue, so that would make a good match as well, good combo for them. And of course they're brother-sister, so that kind of fits well together if you're into team affiliations or combinations, things like that. Trying to do all teams of X-Men, or teams that heal, or teams of villains, things like that. So Dakin and X23 together does make a good combination, especially in this situation. And playing with whether or not to leave it on the board, let them match it for the extra damage, or dealing less damage but creating extra black strike tiles, that could be a strategy depending on the tide of battle. So we'll see how that goes. But I am happy she is a 5/3/5. I'm probably going to keep her that way. Even if I do get red covers, I wouldn't change that tracking prey or holding back. Holding back currently deals 3625 damage and becomes Berserker Fury for the rest of the game if your team has 9 red AP once you use it. So Savage Healing just gives a boost of health, increases to 1210 at level 5. May or may not be worth it depending on who she's teamed with to adjust those once she's championed, but I'm just barely getting to where I want to champion some 4 stars, so we'll see how that goes. Iceman, now at level 5 for his green ability, Whiteout. It's a 12 AP cost. Iceman unleashes Tempest of Ice and Snow across the battlefield, devastating everything in its path, causing local weathermen to question their credentials. Deals 2486 damage to the enemy team, plus 223 damage for every blue tile on the board, to a max of 15. So 223 times 15 is like over 3,000, like 3,300, and plus 2486, that's up to 56, almost 5,700 in damage for 12 AP cost to the enemy team. That's great. That's better than Deadpool's Whales, Whales, Whales without using the Deadpool tokens. And but it requires 15 blue tiles on the board, which is a rarity, except for if you have his purple ability, which generates blue tiles. Also, somebody else generates blue tiles. I know this. Who generates blue? Dr. Octopus? No. Dr. Doom generates black. He converts blue to black, so don't pair it with him. There's somebody out there. I know I've seen the ability, but I can't think of it at the moment. So if you think of it, leave it in the comments. If I think of it later, I'll try to say it out loud. But for the moment, Cold as Ice is a 1. He's a 5/5/1 ability, just because those are the covers I've gotten. So this one, it transforms 7 red tiles into blue and reduces enemy red AP by 4. At level 5, that's a great ability, but I would probably make it level 3 just because I like his other 2 abilities, which transforms 5 red tiles into blue. That's enough, I think, to do a significant amount of damage, given the opportunity. So I would run Iceman at a 5/5/3 if I get a couple more purple covers. Gwenpool, this is the first green cover I've gotten for her, Deus Ex Machina, and this places a gun tile on the board, and if it's removed by any means, the power becomes Chekhov's gun, and that does extra damage on the turn. So at level 5, damage increases, and I'm not sure why. I think this one was a glitched. Yeah, I think this is one that's glitched. So this is at level 1. At level 2 it changes. I guess up to level 5. Deals an extra 3,010 damage per shot versus 994 at level 2. So I'm guessing at level 1, I don't know what it is, like 700 or 600, maybe something like that. Increases a little bit each time, more and more. So she's a 1/3/1 build, and I want to increase her up as well while I have the ISO. Actually, before I do that, I just want to see what this would cost. 101,000. Oh, I need to buy an extra 101,000. Well, that's not going to happen. Not today, anyways. So, what is he at? So I could raise him up. I'll wait. I like Gwenpool, and she's lower in level already, so I want to get everybody on a more even playing field. Currently at 111, she can now go up to 115 for a couple thousand. Let's just do that right off the bat. Boom. 115. So not a huge jump there. Agent Venom, I did see back here. He can go up now that we added a cover, up to 147. So let's do that. Bonus. Okay. Back to the 4 stars. Cyclops. This should be level 5, and it is. So for combined forces, this is another one that I love. It's a 10 red AP cost. So it can be used 3 times. If you have 10 or more team up AP, it reduces team up by 10 and deals up 9,600 damage instead of 4,367, and destroys a chosen row instead of a chosen basic tile. So this is a great strategic ability. Can deal a ton of damage for the amount of AP that it costs, and can destroy a chosen row, which includes any type of protect tiles, countdown tiles, anything that's in it. Also gets destroyed. You can use it to line up a match 5 or match 4 if you need to. Very good strategic ability, and tons of damage. So he's now a 5/2/3 build. Now the rest of these abilities are ones that their characters, I'm not ready to 4-star champion yet. One, I need a little bit more ISO. I would love to champion Falcon. I think he's closer to being championed. You know what? I can do this instead of having to search through all that. 4-star Falcon. Oh, he's at 160, so he's going to be further away. So he gets, instead of wasting that, I'm going to just take the ISO. Sorry if it's a little windy. I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone or not, but 4-star Goddess Thor, she's 180. So I wish there was a way to level based on scrolling, I don't know, list. Like if say she's at 180 and I want to just boost her to 200, boom, I can click raise level, pick 200, and then see how much that cost. If I wanted to go up to 270, I could see how much that costs and then decide whether or not I want to spend the money to do it, but obviously not going to spend $100 right now to get that done. So taking a look at, let's see, we did 5 stars and we did 4 stars. Pretty much everybody here is going to end up being ISO. I won't waste video time to do that, but that's pretty much what's going to happen. We did all our 3 stars, 2 stars. I might get lucky with a heroic token or something, so we'll go ahead and feed in what we can here. I'm waiting to rebuild some characters, so I have a few extra covers. Alright, so let's go in and grab these heroic tokens. Ooh, we got one of those too. Maybe we get a 3 star. Ooh, oh, look at that. Ha! Purple X23 that we just maxed. Thank you so much for a useless cover. Okay. And then we're going to go back to Galactus Hungers. I think this was from my rewards. Alright, so nothing exciting there. Hope you guys did enjoy this video of me updating the roster, talking a little bit about the characters. I'm going to go play some Galactus battle right now, so you'll probably watch some football while I do that. Hope you guys enjoy your Christmas Eve and time with friends and family, wherever you may be, whatever you may celebrate. Just be safe, be happy, and enjoy your time playing Marvel Puzzle Quest and watching YouTube with me. You can follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I'll put a link in the description below. You get updates from Marvel Puzzle Quest as well as updates on new videos as they come out. And this has been Mr. MPQ, your source in the Southwest for all things Marvel Puzzle Quest. Until next time, as always, keep on questing. Happy holidays, everyone.